Alright there, it's your old mate Yorkie here. And once again, we're next Festering. Look at it. Demos from the Steam Next Fest. July, or June rather, 2024, summer 2024. Now, a long time ago, I don't think it was on this channel, I think it was a previous one I had. I tried, and kind of enjoyed, but it didn't get that many views, a game, Coffee Talk, where you play as a barista in a purely narrative game, making coffees for the strange, undead, and fancy residents of the area as they come in at night for their coffee. That company, I think it's the same company, has released, or is releasing, Tavern Talk. I got to have a look at that. Okay, I like the inclusivity. I don't know if it's going to be relevant, but I'll go for he, him. Won't she in Coffee Talk? Hi, Inky. How's it going? I don't like the... I've never liked the typewriter thing, you know that. I like the art style. All fine and dandy. Can't complain. How about you, Fable? All fine and dandy? Yes, all fine and dandy. Yeah, had such an exciting day. Really exciting. You didn't, did you? Did you go on an adventure? Even better. I took a walk around the grove and then I replanted a mushroom that had fallen over. Yeah, you didn't have an exciting day. Then I patiently waited for it to turn into a mushroom monster. Or a mushroom maybe a gnome. Did it? No. But I got to take another walk around the grove. How was it? Great! I got to see the same stones, the same trees, the same amaranthine hydra guarding the entrance to Avalon, the same moss. I even got to... amaranthine hydra. Okay. I even got to water the asters. They didn't really need it, but I was there, so... Sounds very exciting. He says in his best Yorkshire sarcasm. Who am I kidding? My life is exciting as a roasted nut. Nuts are healthy, very thrilling in sauces or as a snack. There are various types of nuts. Walnuts, peanuts, hazelnuts, Yora nuts. I'm allergic. Oh. Yeah, I do said that. I didn't know that. Oh, no worries. I mean, I never told you. And hey, at least something would happen if I ate a nut. Not something very fun. No, but it would be exciting for those trying to save you, I suppose. Anaphylactic shock and all that. Does that count as an adventure? No, I think it counts as a mistake. So, well, I mean, lots of adventures might be counted as mistakes. So what you're saying is that you're missing some spice. Oh, no, I have a very sensitive stomach. I don't think chilies would help me much. Though I'm very good at growing phoenix chilies. I was talking about the spice in your life. Oh, that's what you meant. Well, yes, exactly, that's it. There's no chill flakes, no garlic, no dragons. Just a lot of salt. I'm like a bland soup. So a classic case of boredom, I see. Do you know that feeling when nothing exciting is going on in your life? Like life isn't bad, but not particular fun. Zesty signal. What about a circus? You could be a clown or an asshat. Huh? Well, perhaps you could find something fun there. I'm not into the whole circus thing. Clowns scare me. Have you looked in the mirror lately? I always think they have ulterior motives. The way they look at me with their empty eyes and wide smiles are scary. But apart from that, I tried singing. But what is singing if not the telling of a tale? How can I sing of things if I never lived through anything? What do you mean? Well, day in, day out, I live in the same green soup of routines. Sure, I have my forest and I look after it, but I want to get out there and see something. Like, for example, listen to this song I started writing. I wish to be a hero, slaying mighty drakes. I wish to meet the pretty nymphs sitting by the lakes. Sounds like a good opening. Oh, really? You think so? Well, perhaps it has a nice flow to it. But nothing actually happens in it because all I do is sit around and wish for things to happen. I don't even know what nymphs do. I've never met one. Taxes, maybe? No. I don't think nymphs are tax people. Taxing sometimes, but not tax people. I would love to sing about the exciting magical things I encounter. But to be honest, character information unlocks fable. The most exciting thing in my life is coming to your tavern and discovering new drinks. Not a lot of songs you can write about that. I wouldn't mind a jingle. I'll think of one. Can I mention nymphs? I'd prefer if you didn't. Okay, maybe one day I'll get to offer them their own jingle. In the meantime, can I offer you a drink? Yes, I'd love a drink. The usual. Yes, please. That means a swift strike, in case you forgot. Thank you for the reminder, Fable. It's my favourite. It always makes me feel like a feather-like nymph floating in the waves of a sunny lake. Do you want to be with the nymph or be the nymph? Both? But mostly I want a swift strike. I mean, hearing you whine like this, you probably deserve a swift strike. Message received. Although, I was wondering. I've been coming into your tavern for so long and I still don't know anything about how you make your drinks. Could you show me? Yes, tutorial. Really? Yes. What should I do? Do I need to put on an apron or summon a familiar? How do I summon a familiar? Just follow me. Welcome to my drink mixing nook. Hello, Andu. Hello, I just said that. Careful, I haven't fed him yet. Where do we start? Well, usually I start by figuring out what my patrons want. To make sure I don't forget what they ordered, I take notes in my journal. Let's have a look. That's the journal. Oh, you penned in my order. I did. If you want to look for specifics, I check my detailed notes. I do keep a log just in case. When I'm sure I know what was asked for, I browse my recipes. Can you just freehand mix something to see what sticks? No, I like to mix and match for a more varied result, but the right balance is crucial, so I stick to my recipes. When I've settled on one, I can use the chalk to draw it on the board. What if I pick the wrong one? I can either erase it with a sponge, or just pick a different recipe. My ingredients are stored in the 5 bottles on the right. There's dexterity, intelligence, defense, strength, and charisma. I think dexterity sounds the tastiest. I had a feeling you might say that. If I mess up, or want to redo my drink for another or any other reason, I can simply feed my mistakes to Andu. Once I'm done, I ring the bell. Well, this little blighter's going to be completely blitzed all the time. I ring the bell to activate the primordial vortex. Actually, I don't need to bore you with the magical details. Just try making a drink. You've got this. Right, so she wants a swift strike, doesn't she? Which... Be a leaf on the wind of the swift strike. This must have for any dexterity devoted adventure grants you agility, speed, and remarkable accuracy. Oh, what a tasty drink. With this order, With an order this delicious, you'll exceed any dwarf skill count in no time. Little stab at Gimli there. Alright, so we got a little bit of intelligence, a lot of whatever that is at the top, a little bit of protection, and that's about it. It's drawn in there. Okay. We've got that drawn. Oh, now I have to... So it must be this first. It's a bit fiddly. Yep. Sweet strike, got it! And then it gets mixed. Okay. Wow, it actually does teleport. Of course it does. What did you think was happening? I thought you were just very good at sleight of hand. Maybe. We could try that later. I see. Well, give your creation a taste. That's delicious. I made that. You made that. Thank you for showing me the ropes. Thank you for your enthusiasm. These adventures you dream of, aren't you scared they'd be the end of you? Maybe, but how would I know if I never try? Do you actually want to try? Well, yes. I want to tell great stories, but what? Never mind. Oh, way up. We got a goth boy. Or girl. Boy, by the look of it. Unless they're very flat-chested. How can I help you? A drink. For you? Right, what kind? Drinkable. Very specific, thank you. How about a spoken heart? Some charisma couldn't hurt. Sure, whatever. Alright, so go to the book. Draw a recipe. Looks like we're going for 3 of these. One of these. I'm not sure why they decided to make it so fiddly. Well, let's get one of these first. Come on. Okay, that's bad. Why is it so fiddly to put this stuff in? I mean, I get it lit up and it doesn't start pouring. I don't understand. I wonder if I have to do it in the right order. Whoops! Get rid of one of them. Only one, Yorkie. Yeah, this is irritatingly fiddly. Wow. Okay, it looks like you have to hold it over the handle there. Got it. Got it. Okay. This should be digestible, maybe even tasty. Thanks. Almost washed away the memories of that banshee haunting the Lonesome Lagoon at night. And a bone-shattering song of sorrow. Almost. Rumour unlocked. Song of Bones and Water. $210, they, them. Okay. Ranger. Ashen Grove, neutral good. The Hanged Man. Ranger take care of the Ashen Grove. They're sweet and gentle soul and regular at the Wayfarer's Inn. They dream of being an adventurer, but are troubled by severe anxiety about, well, everything, really. Okay, alright. The brooding type, I see. What are you thinking about, Fable? Just dreams. Yours or someone else's. Mine. Other people seem to have the courage to follow theirs. Why can't I be like that? Isn't that up to you? I wish it was. My brother says my dreams are a fool's errand, that I'm running away from where I belong. We are rangers, Fable. We belong to the woods, like the stream that ripples through the mountains. Or the birds in the trees. We keep the balance. It's what we're meant to do. And is that what you want to do? Yes. No, not really. I want to experience things outside the safe borders of the forest. I want to have a life so full of adventure, boredom will feel like a bliss. I want to be brave and strong. And I want to sing songs about my adventures to make other people yearn for that same freedom. Of course, I could never leave the Ashen Grove behind forever. It's my home. But there's nothing wrong with going away from time to time, right? I mean, my brother looks after the grove, as well as my sisters. I think he'd be fine without me. Then you should do what your heart desires. Will it stop aching then? I think so, yes. What if it's wrong to leave, though? What if destiny never meant for me to leave? What if it did? That would be a dream come true. Be your own genie, Fable. Your adventures start with you. Thank you, Innkeeper. You really are the most exciting part of my day. Okay, so she's out. And now we got a fox person? Fox woman? A foxy woman? A vixen? Is it a fox? I'm not sure, actually. Greetings, traveller. How may I help you? You own this establishment in Cape. Last time I checked. With whom do I have the pleasure? The name's Carlin. You can call me Caird, all in. Couldn't care less. Nice to meet you, Carlin. What can I do for you? Perhaps something to drink? You do the thing with the quest, right? That's all they say. Do you want one? You can have a look at my notice board. No quest for me. But I may have one for you on your notice board. Tell me more. Heard of a werewolf making trouble up in Triggering. Terrorizing farmers, tearing sheep apart, the whole program. A werewolf. That's news to me. And we got a new rumour. The Vukakin Carolyn told me about a werewolf who is roaming around Tegarin, a potential threat to villagers. Listen, me too. Didn't see one in almost a decade, and that was far south in Uruguay. Been wondering if it's the same one, just moving up like a nomad. I thought the werewolf type died along with that one romance novel. You mean the one with the vampires? Think so. Nah, that just splits society into two camps, Team Werewolf or Team Vampire. Hello, Twilight! Which one are you in, Keep? Team Vampire. Ah, so you're into fangs, are you? Earning Keep never tells. You little rascal, I like you. Likewise, what about you? Vampires. Yeah, I figured if you hate a werewolf. Why? The wolves are too close to my kin, and yeah, I'd rather stay away from them. Is that why you don't want to take care of the werewolf yourself? Yes. No. I'm just afraid he might look a little too much like my Uncle Dragon. I would feel bad slaying that fella. You know, hunchback, hairy, crooked teeth. Is that a werewolf or just Uncle Dragon? You can't tell. Same fate befell Aunt Olga. Sorry to hear that. Nah, that hag had it coming. Never fall behind your grooming schedule or before you know it. The next one will be Van Helsing will strike you down with a silver arrow. The other Van Helsings also hunt werewolves. Don't know. Don't care to check either. Either way, that southern werewolf, yeah. Right, anything else you might help others get done with? Anything else that might help others get done with it rather swiftly? Fetch? Pardon me. Should they get into a dangerous situation, they'll just have to start playing fetch. That works. On any dog, trust me. Good to know, thanks, Carlin. It's not that hard. Either Carlin, Care, all in. Got it, Care. You don't have a care in the world, do you? Alright, Chief. You got a name, or is it just in keep? Just in keep for now. Playing hard to get, I see. Well, in keep then, before I venture on, you got a drink for me? Of course, what would you like? I'll take something powerful, something with a whole lot of strength. And don't you dare give me any of that watered down muck instead. Alright, let's see what we got in the book, shall we? That's protection. So we need it to have that. Southern Brawler is a perfect combination of offense and defense, dominated by the counter armor of Ignis. This drink is served fiery hot or ice cold, depending on that. Okay. That looks like the one. Right, now if I'm not wrong, I just put it there. Oh, that was just 2. One of the defense ones. And one of that one. Southern Brawler. A drink with 0 water is requested. Not bad, just what I was craving, thanks. Where will you head from here? Back west, through the Ashen Grove. Got some business to take care of. Kind of business. Personal business. Care to elaborate? No. But you won't stop asking until I do, will you? No. My cousin claims her crops are being stolen by undead snails. Obviously, I'm pretty sure she's hallucinating. But I did hear some folks complaining about an undead uptick in the west, so might as well humour her. And make sure she hasn't turned into an undead snail herself. Something like that, yeah. It's odd, ain't it, resurrecting the dead? It's certainly unconventional. That's one way to put it. I think there's not much use digging up the past. It's just going to open wounds you stapled shut. Or eat your face. The past haunts everyone willing to listen. Would you mind talking like a normal person? I ain't exactly up for philosophizing. You started this conversation, and I'm ending it. Alright, well then. Find any more rumours for me, or need aid, don't shy away from coming back. I'm more of a lone wolf, don't do groups, but for sure. For more work, I'll come back. I'll be waiting. This is Care. Redolkin, 36, she, her. Class Beast Slayer. Echover. Whatever. Chaotic Good, the Chariot. What's her arcana? The Hangman. Care is a strong and fearless beast slayer with a taste for strong drinks, big swords, and even bigger muscles. Right, so we can get out of there. I'll be waiting. Speaking of rumours, you know how to turn them into a proper quest, right? Don't want them to go to waste. I could use some help. Fine. Give you a few minutes. Let me see your setup. I also keep them written down in my journal so I don't forget. Smart. I think the best next step would be sorting the matching snippets into your quest page. Just drag them over and make sure they're all for the same quest. Otherwise you'll end up confusing adventurers. Once you're done, select that quill of yours and it'll be written up. Got it? Got it. Thanks for your help, Care. Put it on my tab. That's not how... works. Good night to you two. Alright, let's assemble this quest. That's a werewolf. Werewolf secret feature. That's 3 of them. So that's that. I read some Fukakin passed by as the Wayfarers Inn. Reported a werewolf making their way up to Targaryen Primavera. They possess a strong, they pose a potential threat. I can't read. To both helpless sheep and villagers. Apparently, werewolves love playing fetch. Are you brave enough to take on this quest? And we don't have enough from the others, apparently. Oh, he wants reading. Fair enough. Sweep the floor. And night time. Act 1, The Wayfarers Inn. 2, Prelude to Bravery. 58th of the Wake. Oh, it's our lass. Quest taken. Oh, she's taking it, is she? What do you have there, Fable? I found this on your notice board. It says a werewolf is terrorizing Tregarin. Is this true? It is indeed. Have you sent anyone after it yet? Maybe that hooded guy from yesterday. Not yet. What kind of hero are you looking for? One who knows their way around difficult terrain, woods even. Preferably one who's good with a bow. One who tells me they want the quest. Ah, I'm good with a bow. Yes, Fable. And I know my way around any woods. I know, Fable. And? Maybe I want the quest? Just maybe. No, not just maybe. Since yesterday, all I've been able to think about is you telling me to follow my heart. And then I step into your tavern and the quest practically jumps out at me and I think, hey, there's a start for an adventure. It's near a forest. You know forests. You live in a forest. And werewolves are basically just normal wolves, but slightly scarier because they're also human. Interesting way of looking at it. It's not the wolf part that's scary, it's a human part. That makes sense. But you've talked to humans before. And you got silver arrows for your birthday last year, and they're just collecting dust in your room. And I thought I could ask you if anyone had taken it yet. And then I didn't think that far ahead. I see. Or rather I did, but then I thought, what if I take the quest and I have to go on the quest? And I have to fight the werewolf or talk to the werewolf, which is worse. Because what if the werewolf doesn't like me? And what if when I try to shoot it with my silver arrow, I miss and shoot a tree instead, and then the tree would be mad at me? It wouldn't really matter because I'd be dead because of the werewolf. That took a quick turn. So maybe I should put the quest back. Fable. Yes? You want me to tell you to take the quest? Maybe? I can't make this decision for you, Fable. Neither can I. Whenever I have to make difficult decisions, it's like I freeze in place. And suddenly I'm unable to move until someone makes a decision for me. Like a slime. A frozen slime that can't move. I've met slimes less anxious than you. You've met slimes? My tavern is open to everyone. Oh, right. What do slimes drink? Water, more slime, bones. You sell bones? Only to slimes? Ah, maybe you'll be able to add my bones to your menu soon. You'll just have to pick them up from the forest floor. I think I'd have a hard time convincing a werewolf to give up free bones. Why are you so anxious, Fable? In general, I think answering that would take up more time than we have to spare. About the quest, it seems to me that you want to take it, but you're trying to talk yourself out of it instead. Oh, well, I do want to go on the quest. Werewolves may not be the best muses, but it would make a good start for a song, right? The prelude of an epic. Fable, the protector of the woods, the world, the worms. The worms? They seem like they need protecting. But every time I think of embarking on a quest, and I start to think more deeply about what might happen, all my bones start to shake and I feel dizzy. Is there something making you feel like you might fail? Aside from a bloodthirsty werewolf? We don't know what it's thirsty for. It might prefer orange juice. It might. Well, heroes have a history, right? Great feats they can look back on to prove their bravery. Inspirational adventures that remind them of the light in the dark. I have the opposite of that. Great mistakes and epic regrets. Like Mary Morgan incident. Or my first encounter with the Amaranth Hydra. Or the reason why nobody wants to spend time with me. Your first encounter with the Hydra? Well, just a day after it arrived to guard the portal to the Dream Plane Avalon, I wanted to be polite and neighbourly, so I brought it some homemade biscuits. I burned them a little in the oven, but I thought since it's fire breath it wouldn't mind. So I approached the Amaranthine Hydra, and I have this whole speech prepared about how I'm looking forward to having it around, and how its green scales match my heart. But it was so tall and intimidating I forgot all about what I wanted to say. So I just set down the biscuits and smiled awkwardly. It looked at my biscuits and at me and it said, "By the rivers of the stars stands a man who reads the firmament past. Some things are as sturdy as gilded ice. Some things changing like the Leviathan sea. All chimeras hate mice, all hydras love tea." I thought to myself, wow, the Amaranthine Hydra has given me a riddle. A quest, maybe this shall be my first adventure. But I couldn't figure out the answer, so I left. And I tried to solve the riddle for 3 days. I was too ashamed to step foot in front of it again, lest it know that I was not worthy of its wisdom. But then I couldn't take it anymore, and I ran back, apologised, and begged it for the answer. Turns out that's just how it speaks. It wanted tea. Did you get it, son? Yes. Then he completed his quest. 3 days late? If it had needed an antidote, it would have died. Wood halves are about as useful as an antidote when you have been poisoned. They change nothing. I suppose you have a point. Oh, what's this Mary Morgan incident? Yes, the Mary Morgan incident. Didn't you hear about that? Oh, thank Gaia, words didn't get around. It was my very first adventure. The chance to finally escape from the daily grind. What happened? An adventuring party was on their way, passing through the Ashen Grove. Due to the Sylvan spirits, it gets fairly boggy at night. And the fog bears great danger to anyone who isn't acquainted with the spirits that call it home. So they wanted guidance from a local ranger. A merchant up in Triggerin recommended me. I agreed to help, of course. My first adventure, yay! And no riddles to get confused about either. I was so excited, but also very, very nervous. So of course it had to go wrong. I think it was the nerves. Why were you so nervous? New people, seasoned adventurers, one stronger than the next, all in shining armour and armed to the teeth. I wanted to leave a good impression, but my bad luck got in the way. How'd it go wrong? I felt their condescending glares on my back as I walked them through the woods. Of course, I don't know whether they actually glared, but my fear got a hold of me and I led them astray. I must have blacked out. I never get lost in the woods before. But this time I did. I couldn't see well. There was blood rushing in my ears and I felt dizzy. So for some stupid reason I led them along a path no one should ever take. Past the riverbanks of the Shivermere, home of the Mary Morgan. You know of the Mary Morgan, yes, the wrathful spirit that's known to drown men. Not sure if she really differentiates between genders though. For some stupid reason I led them right into her arms. I got scared and in the end they had to save me. They fought the creature and we finally found a way out when dawn broke and the fog ebbed away. I couldn't look at them for the rest of the journey, and I simply bid my farewells when we reached the other side of the Ashen Grove. I was too embarrassed to speak. I'm sure I'm still the laughingstock of everyone of their gatherings. How am I ever going to set foot in the adventuring world again? To be fair, it could have been worse. I could have led right into the arms of the wyvern chimera that resides in the Quag Mangrove. So we've got another one. They say it has a taste for adventurers, but you didn't. But I didn't. Why does no one want to spend time with you? Because I'm unlucky. I'm unlucky, and whenever good things are supposed to happen, I ruin them. No matter how easy things might be, nothing ever seems easy for me. Imagine there's one nail sticking out of a whole kingdom. Everyone would pass it by except me. I'd get caught on it and rip my coat. Did that happen once? Once? I wish it had just been once. It seems like my life only follows the path that's the most embarrassing. Or dangerous. Or dangerously embarrassing. The curse of ill luck follows me wherever I go, like an adventuring companion who secretly wants to kill you. No one wants to hang out with someone who naturally attracts bad things. You're too harsh on yourself, Fable, am I? See, just last week I wanted to gather fresh flowers. The daffodils are blooming, and they make for a nice bouquet, you know. Or hair accessories. They always calm my anxiety when I have them around. But me being me, I confuse them with their evil twin, the weeping Amaryllis. Now guess what I spent the whole day afterwards doing? Weeping? Like a baby all day long. When I plucked them, they released their spores and I started crying. I suddenly felt all the sadness of the world rush over me. I've never been so heartbroken. I'm sorry, that sounds horrible, Fable. It was. Between the tears and the sobs, I managed to make a tincture out of the hogweed. It eased the pain, but the tears wouldn't stop until dawn. I'm silly sometimes. There's nothing wrong with picking flowers. That is, if they're the wrong flowers. Imagine if I had offered them to the adventurers. Or even worse, the Hydra. That would have been so embarrassing. I don't think gifting others flowers to make them a little happier is embarrassing. And it would have made for a good story to laugh about together. I don't think they would have laughed about it with me, more at me. Maybe they would laugh with you, if you chose not to run away. You seem to assign a cruel sense of humour to people that haven't actually shown you such a thing yet. Not everyone thinks about you the way you think about yourself. That would be nice. Innkeeper, yes. Do you like spending time with me? Yeah, you're great. Bit underwhelming with the fear, but great. Really? Of course. Seeing your face in my tavern brightens even the cloudiest of days. Please never stop coming around. I won't. You make me feel a lot less alone, thank you. That's because you're not alone, not as long as my tavern and I are here. You better not go anywhere. Not planning on it. Anyhow, you seem to be very insecure. I think that's the biggest problem here. But how can I not be when everything I touch falls apart? You know that isn't true. You're right, I'm a great gardener. Everything grows around me, but I seem to just get smaller. Except zucchinis. I can't figure out how to grow those. So in a way, I'm like a zucchini. I'm insecure because I don't know if I'm capable of... You'll have to find out then. Like on a quest, for example. Don't you think I'm a little underleveled? Do you think that will change by sitting around? I guess not. Someone has to help these people, right? What if I don't? And then no one else comes around? What if I'm the only chance they got? But what if I'm not? What if there's someone better? The best thing you can do is try to help them. So what if another adventure swings by and they're able to make this situation better? Isn't that a good thing? 4 hands are better than 2, and who knows? You might even end up forming a party. Oh. And besides, if it's a perfect hero they want, they'll be waiting forever. And think about it like that. Maybe I shouldn't decide to give up before I even try. After all, I'm a very fast runner, so if I screw up, I can just run away real quick. That's the spirit. Okay, I fable a great gardener and a future hero. Charmer of nymphs. I'm going to embark on this quest to save the villagers. And I shall return victorious. Did I do it right? Yes, good job. I leave the quest in your capable hands, brave adventurer. Would you like a drink to aid you on your journey? Yes. You have something that can make me more nimble and quiet, so that the werewolf won't see me coming. Something with a lot of dexterity. If I want to fight it, I'm going to need that surprise round advantage. Or maybe something that can help me with diplomacy? Perhaps it's just a hungry lost lichen after all, and it only needs a pep talk and a hug. Maybe we could even be friends. But I would need something that's got a lot of charisma for that. I'll leave the choice up to you. Just make sure you don't pick a random recipe. Please keep it to one of the abilities I ask for. Remember, your choice can influence my fate. It could change the entire outcome of the quest. Of course, I'm sure you're already aware of that. Sorry for backseat. Right, let's have a look at the book. We can give her... Not that. We could give her that, spoken heart. You know what, she's had the nimble one. Let's give her some spoken heart. So, start with this. Add some of this. And then add some of this. Or is it? No, it's this, isn't it? This should do it. Thank you, I feel much better, braver. No, wait, that sounds like I'm trying to send a farm. There's a lot of farmers in Tregaron, and I'm going to protect them all. I'll talk to them until they feel better. I just hope I don't have to fight anyone. No, it'll be okay because of your help. Thank you again. I'll drink this, give me the courage I need to get started. You got this, Babel. I'll try. Have some faith in yourself. Okay, I got this. Much better. Oh, I almost forgot. I was thinking about how much your words helped me yesterday. And how I'd like to thank you properly if I ever did end up taking a quest. So? I brought you some phoenix chilies from my garden. They seem like something you might enjoy. They possess natural magical properties. If you plant them in the right soil, they can grow to be fire resistant. And consumption can pass that on to mortals like us. Exactly. I thought they might go well with your drinks. They will, thank you, Fable. That's a very thoughtful gift. Since I'm waiting for another shipment of infusions for a few days, I'll take a look at them all together later. Of course. And that's where we're going to end for this Let's Look. This is the kind of game that's really simplistic. I mean, if you do gameplay, it's very, very basic. I'll give it no more than a 6, even for this type of game. Maybe a 7 because of the mixing and so on. The graphics are pretty. I like them. They're not super deep, they are very cartoony, but they're pretty. So I'll give them a 7 to an 8. The characters, you get a range of characters, and you get more and more as they come in later, I'm sure. The fact you can form now with this you can form parties, mixing for them going on their adventures, possibly adding infusions like the chilies and so on adds a little something to it as well. So the gameplay, 7 to 8 for this kind of game. It's not super deep, but whatever. The world grows more and more interesting, but starts out simple, so I'll give it a 7. Overall, I like the look of this, and I'd be very down to play more when it's actually released. Not sure when that is. I want to see how you'll respond to it yourself. If there's a lot of views, if there's likes, if there's comments showing indication of interest, then it'll definitely come to the channel at some point. Otherwise, I might think about it for myself to offer up for the channel, or maybe to do as a ChatGPT plays, who knows. But it's got my attraction, I like it.